Hello. That caught me off guard a little bit. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday fun day, y'all. What's going on? Hello, Miss Donna Sue. How are you? Hi, Margaret. Hi, Trina. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Sue. Hello, Leona. Hi, Julie. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Betty. Y'all came on at one time. That was fast. Hi, hello, 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 Margaret. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Hello, Miss Edie. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Veronica. So I'm assuming, hi, Marianne. Thank you. Go Chiefs. Hey, Debbie, I'm right there with you. I am anti 49er fan. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. But yes, I live in California, but I do not like the Niners whatsoever. So anybody could be playing the Niners, and that's who I'm rooting for. Hi, Martin. Good evening. Hi, Wendy. Hello, Treese. Been waiting all day. Hi, Judy. Thanks for joining me today. Hi, Sheila. What's going on? Helen. Hi, Sandy. Choi is running around here. So y'all, have a nice day. Drive safely is no more. Nick goes back to graveyard starting today. So, our schedule's going to be all combobulated now. Hi, Cheryl. What's going on, Cindy? So I'm seeing a lot of the names. So today is a special day. Not only is it Super Bowl Sunday, and we're hoping the Niners get their pants beat, but also we are going to do the special Happy Mail for anybody who's used my affiliate since the 31st. I know a lot of you were making comments that you lost me. What do you mean? A lot of you were making comments if you used my affiliate in the comments, but what I'm afraid of, hi Debbie, so good to see you. What I'm afraid of is some of them got filtered out. So if you are here and you did use my affiliate from the 31st, any of my affiliates from the 31st till today even, please put a comment here in the comment so I can make sure that I have your name on the wheel. See, I don't have, okay. Right, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I don't think I had you, Wendy, so thank you so much. Yeah, Terry is live. Hi, Patty. Yes, I got you, Margaret. I do have you on there for your TH Decor. Yes. But I just want to make sure. Treese, did you? Oh, see, I didn't have you on there either, Treese. I'm sorry. And that's what I was afraid of was that, hold on, son. Hold on. That you took that from me yesterday. That's what I was afraid of was that some of them were getting filtered and I didn't see a lot of it because it showed me like I had like over 600 comments, but then when I was going through them all, there was only like, 498 that was being shown. So Miss Donna Sue, I did not, but I do now. So hi, Catherine Kelly. So is anybody having friends and family over? Are you doing any Super Bowl parties or anything today? I mean, you're on with me, so thank you. I appreciate you. I do have you, Dana. I do have you. I did Sandy. I don't have you. Oh, you know what? That's my bad. I didn't go on to YouTube. I'm sorry. I got you, Sharon. All right. So, yeah, just, I passed the pudding but wasn't able to partake. No, you absolutely is not a must at all. I just, just my little way of giving back for you guys who do that. Yes, I do, Trina. I have you for sure. All right. What you doing? Okay, so we're gonna do a Ashley DaCosta. I always wanted to comment, but I comment too much and go into Facebook jail. So now it's limited and delete. You are so pretty, and your makeup always looks so good. Oh, thanks, Ashley. Well, I'm glad you're able to comment right now. So welcome. I'm sorry about that. You know, I am live on YouTube right now as well. I stream on a couple different places. So I know most of the comments are here on Facebook, but if you ever want to comment something and can't, you can go over to my channel on YouTube and comment there as well. So it's the same thing, Terry Lightsey. Annette, I think I do have you. Let me check to make sure. Nope, I don't. Hold on, Troy. I'm not sure what you want, son. What? I don't know, bub. Yes, Marianne, I did get you. I do have you, Marianne. Go Chiefs! Exactly. Hi, Jody. Go Chiefs. Like I said, hi, Naomi. How are you? Like I said, I am anybody other than the Niners, and I am good. I am good. Two of my older brothers are Niner fans, and we used to go rounds. Hi, Angel. What's going on? All right, let me get my desk onto screen. And so we're going to start a new project today. And to be honest, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Yes, I got you, Julie Conlon. Thank you. So I actually, down below me here, I have everything you can think of right beside me. I have trays, I have paper mache, I have frames. It just wasn't coming together. You're welcome, and thank you so much. That's so nice to know. How do you get your contour to look so well? I actually do. I was a freelance makeup artist for a while, and I do hair as well. So I'm kind of one of those jack of all trades. Sorry, can't work for Taylor Swift's team. Taylor Swift's team? Did the TD order I did ever show up? I know it wasn't. You know what, Cindy? I don't know. When I had checked, it wasn't there, but I'm not. It's all good, Cindy. I know. Hi, Barbara Ross, Handmade Haven Studio in the house. I love the soft touch hit. I know. I don't want to look like I'm bruised, and sometimes that's what it looks like. It can. You broke your wrist, Naomi? How did you do that? Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Grandma Joe's. How many have you made so far? Oh, magnets. Oh, well, that explains a lot. Okay, so what I did do is I said, all right, well, I'm going to pull out. This has been sitting in my stash for a while. I think it's from Hobby Lobby. It's just a jewelry box from the wood pile. So I thought maybe we could, I don't know, we could do some trim. We could do maybe some transfers today. I don't know. We'll see. Sheila Teagan, what's going on? Hi, Lynn. Yeah, it is. It's a cute little box. I mean, obviously, all the bling that I buy would never fit in this box. But, you know, for most, it's a good sized box. But, you know, when you have a friend like Monica, hi, Kathy. Hi, Stephanie. Welcome. When you have a friend like Monica, you know, and she's on every Monday, that's, you know, can you imagine? I think maybe my rings would fit, you know. No, they wouldn't. Who am I fibbing? So I had these, I don't know if you guys remember these transfers that I had gotten from Amazon, and we used them, I think, on that heart that I did. And then I used some of these on the silver tray set. But I don't know. I was looking because I thought we can maybe like build off of one of these, you know, with the script and then the colors. So if we kind of think of maybe making this like the main focal point here in the middle, because you see how it dips down there in the middle. If we maybe make that the main focal point there, and then we build off of the script, or maybe even this one, and, you know, build the colors and whatnot from there. I'm going to try to resist from decoupaging, but we'll also do velvet powder in here, because you guys know I like doing, when you have to touch inside of something, I like putting velvet powder. So we'll put velvet powder down in here, which is going to be challenging because do you see how that slot in the back there? We'll have to work out because I was hoping that I could get that mirror out, but I can't because it's in there with the dowels, and I can't unless I, you know, mangle it. So anyhow, I think that's what we'll do. The pink ones, yeah. And so this was, if you remember, this was the Timeless Designs. They are in my Amazon store. So, but I have heard, I think from Nicole, that they also have a Facebook. So I believe they're also on Facebook too. But what I really liked, if you remember, there was like a note on here that she was a small business, a woman business. She's something that she wrote in here that I really liked. So, all right, so we're gonna put the transfer up here. Let's get I want to put some trim right around here, and I don't know, maybe even the little petite trim around here, and then maybe let's think about maybe doing some stencil work with some of the script stencils that I have. So let's look first at some trim. I used velvet powder recently. It was a complete failure. Really? Why? What happened? Does the powder come in lots of colors? It does, Debbie. It comes in a lot of colors, and you can also custom make colors as well. So it comes in a bunch of different colors, but you know, you guys have seen many a times I have made custom colors. So I always make sure to have like a big white and a bigger, because it comes in, I'll show you. It comes in the 4 grams, and then it also comes in the 17 grams. So I always have a big black, white, and tan of the velvet powder, so I can custom make my own colors. So I'm just grabbing some trim to see what might work here. So again, I do have, hi Diane, how are you? Hi Jamie. I do have a discount for Would You Bin. Is that too small? That is too small there, but it looks like it's going to be good there. And then let's see, because this one matches it. All right, I think this is what we're going to do. So we have TR 748 and 744. So 748 is a little bit bigger, and then 744, and they've just got pretty little like swirlies and whatnot. So I have a few cigar boxes. I love cigar boxes. Hey, Joy, how are you? Did you put me on the wheel? I didn't, Sheila Teagan. For the affiliate wheel, right? So yeah, if you're just joining, I'm doing a special happy meal today. So it's a special wheel today. So if you used any of my affiliates, so that counts Amazon too. But if you used any of my affiliates from, I think it was the 31st until today, let me know, because I am doing a happy mail of affiliate stuff. So you'll get a gift certificate from Totally Dazzled. You'll get some Would You Bin. You'll get some Decoupage Queen. You'll get some TH Decor stuff, probably Pentart. And then, but it's going to be it'll be a fun happy mail. And then I will have the molds will be in there, the castings from what would be Micah Daughters. So the new Prima molds, I've casted those. I got you also, Miss Shauna. Hello. I got you, Teresa Cherry, for sure. Watching lives is my escape, although it does upset me not doing my own work. I love to craft, however, my illness that I have doesn't allow me to. I'm so sorry, Ashley. See, look at that, y'all. That's going to be perfect right there. You used my Totally Dazzled. Okay. And Betty, what did you use? Was it Totally Dazzled also? So I do have a Would You Been discount. It's TERI 10 with the percentage sign. Okay, you got to make sure you put the percentage sign for 10% off. So I'm just going to get what I need first, and then we'll adhere it. Yeah, it's going to be a bunch of fun goodies. This one is going to be a fun one. It's going to be pretty cool. And then Totally Dazzled just gave me a gift certificate, so you guys will be able to pick your own Totally Dazzled stuff. So when you are working with Would You Bin, you do need to heat it up. You don't ever want to try to force it out of the coil when it's cool, not warm, because it is pretty brittle and it will, it'll snap on you. So you always want to make sure to heat it up. If we buy now, does it count? Today, yes. Yeah, if you do it before I do the wheel at the end, just let me know, and then I'll get you on there before we spin it today. All right, so you guys, I always tell you, I always cut it just a little bigger. All right, so that'll be our round there. Now, I always tell you to remember to always store your coils back into a coil because it will snap and you don't want that. So just, put it back in the coil, let it cool for just a few minutes, and then store it just like this. Okay, so this one, like I said, is a smaller one. So that one is 744. Now let's take 748 and put that up here. I need to use your Would You Been link too. Yeah, so I poured all of those new molds that I showed you guys that I got from Micah Daughters, all the new Prima molds from just that release. I poured all of those, so that's going in the goodie bag. And then, like I said, there'll be a little bit of all the other affiliates. Just a little thank you for you guys, especially those who are always using my affiliates. I really appreciate it. All right, so let's cut that one. And so we're going to miter the top here because we don't want to try to, round that. That would look silly. Oh, really? That'll be, yeah, Trees. Hi, Regine. How are you? All right, so this will be our top and bottom. Is this a square? Okay, it is a square. So let's just, that makes it easy. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Jamie. So yeah, I don't know, are any of your husbands like, getting amped up for the game, having any of the guys over? Are any of you like big football watchers? I used to be. I even was a fantasy football, like I did, commissioned a couple of leagues. I played fantasy football religiously for, man, a while. Right. All right. So that's not too bad. All right. So You always want to use a wood glue. It doesn't matter what wood glue you use, whichever you prefer, but you do want to use wood glue. You never ever want to use hot glue. Hi, Nancy. Oh, awesome. Good evening, Jill. Yeah. Decoupage Queen is, well, I don't say it just because I work there. I just, even before working there, I've been using Decoupage Queen for a long time. Me too, Teresa. Me too. You'll be watching and rooting for the cheese. I grew up in, well, what was funny is, I have 3 older brothers, and I can remember for the longest time I wanted to be a wide receiver. How funny is that? And I would, my brothers would go out, and my brothers would play football, and my brothers, of course, thought that was cool that their little sister played football. I remember there was this one girl, I'll never forget her name. Her name was Dana Black, and she was the only other girl besides me that actually played football, like real football. And I can remember this one time, and it was just for fun. It was like PE. And I can remember we rammed right into each other, and I think we both saw stars, but we both got, jumped up and tried to play it off like, it's just like, holy guacamole. I know. Okay, so I've talked to you guys about mitering. I've showed you how to do it many a time. So one right on top of the other. You want to make sure, especially with your woodgie bin, that you're heating up that corner that you're about to cut. Okay. And then you find that corner and you go right up top and cut. Cut through the top, cut through the bottom, and then take that off. You lift and you take that off, and then you have your perfect corner. Okay. So let's come over here and do this. Oops, not that. So now, obviously, this little guy is in my way, right? Hold on a minute. Actually, yeah, hold on a minute. He's just glued on, so let's see if we can pry him off. Because I'd like to change that to some bling, like a blingy one anyways. Like one of those little diamond ones that I have. So he'd have his own team. Oh my gosh, Riddy, that's hilarious. All right, so let's see if I can. Yep, I can. Ta-da! Yay! So now it's not in my way. And we'll put a diamond bling that I have in there. And because this is woodgie bin, we can drill into it, sand it. You can do whatever you can to wood, you could do to the woodgie bin. I'll kind of be watching the game. Don't want to miss Reba at the start and Usher during halftime. I have 5 older brothers who tolerated letting me play football with them. Well, my brothers are quite a bit older than I am, so the oldest is 15, and so it's 15, 14, and 10 years older than I. So, my oldest brother, I don't know if he realized that I was his sister, but he taught me how to box. He taught me how to play sports. He taught me how to, I was like, but I loved it all, All right. And let's get our last one in here, and then we can start putting this down. Hi, Carrie. How are you? You're the first crafter I have seen miter a corner. Great tip. Really? Yeah, I don't like doing that, you know. I just think that it's a cleaner look than doing this, you know, putting them like that. So I always will miter my corners. So let's tackle this corner up here first. So I've told you guys before, when you're doing that, especially that last piece, right? Make sure you've got all your other pieces pretty much in line. With wood you bin, you have a little give. It does expand a little bit. So want to kind of get it in place, right? And then come in and cut. So you find that corner and you cut straight down. All right. And then let's come over here. Let's warm that up. Because just remember, if you cut your wood bin, even if you think it's just, you know, oh, it's warm enough, it'll snap. And, you know, it's not like you can't fix it, but you're just making a little bit more work for yourself. So, you know, just take a second, heat it back up. And when it's warm, it cuts easy anyway. So, all right. All right. So, now we have these on here. So before we put the trim on the outside, let's go ahead and glue these down. So like I said, you can use whatever wood glue you prefer. You want to use Gorilla Wood glue, the Tight Bond Quick and Thick. Which side is the top now? This? Okay, just making sure. But you absolutely, positively never want to use hot glue, okay? Never, never, ever. All right, and I'm just using my silicone brush. And I'm going to get this down. And I will take these down just for a minute. And then let's get this one on there. Now, when you put your wood bin on, you get it where you need it to be, and then you want to heat it back up so that it adheres to your surface, all right? Okay, I want to make sure it's not going to... Okay, we're good. Hi, Mary Casey. Hi, Chrissy's Creations. Hi, Chrissy. How are you? Waiting for the game to start. My husband and my first date was a 49er game. Oh, how cool. 53 years ago? Oh, my gosh. That's amazing, Cheryl. All right, so I just heated that back up a little bit, and I just am going to adjust it, making sure it's where I want it. Now, one great thing about wood bin, so if we put it all down and we realize, oh, we need to move it, or it's not where you want it, just heat it back up, and it will move for you, okay? Until it's actually set in its place, it will move. Golly, got a little sloppy there. We'll clean that up. All right, let's get this in here. And although the you know, quick and thick, it dries clear. We talk about it all the time. You need to get that up because then it doesn't look good. I was working in my craft room and two of my boys came by to get their hair cut, so I got them done. You cut your boys' hair too? I cut Troy and Trevor's hair too. Okay, so we're just heating that up, getting that adhered, making sure these corners are good and where this needs to be. All right, and let's move this on here. Do the same thing. So if anybody is doing anything, has anybody like made a bunch of good food or anything? You got a bunch of yummy snacks or yummy stuff. I'm just going to use my silicone brush to get some of this glue off here. Okay, then I'm going to heat this up. Hi, Sonia. How are you? Hi, Kelly. How are you, my friend? So once again, if you used my affiliate from January 31st until today, please let me know, because today we're doing this special wheel where I will be giving away a really fun Happy Meal with something from each one of my affiliates. So, well, I'll take that off. So, look, you guys know, like, I would even really love to have this little goodie, this little Happy Meal, because I think it's fun. Because it's some good stuff. If you've never tried Would You Bin before, you'll have some Would You Bin in there. Some castings, some rice paper. So you'll pretty much be able to create an entire project with just this Happy Meal. All right. So as usual, I always at least run into this. When I'm putting in my final piece, I usually have to adjust what is already down. So I'm just going to heat up. Okay. And then I'm going to move the pieces as they need to get this one in there. And then if we still need to cut and make adjustments, we can. Looks like that little tip right here needs to come off, but let's make sure first before I do any cutting, because see, this one I can tell is a little lower. Hi, Mary. How are you? Can I ask a random question? I'm painting a glass bottle and a silver tray with slick stick, but want the background to be black. Does it have to be black gesso, or can it be a paint like Waverly acrylic? So you already have the slick stick down, right, Dana? And so you want your background to now be black. You don't have, it doesn't have to be gesso, no. Because your bonding primer, which is your slick stick, is already your primer. So that's going to give you the tooth that you need. So you can now put acrylic, black acrylic. That would be absolutely fine. Thank you, Judy Stalker. Thank you. Hi, Deborah. These I get from Amazon. Hobby Lobby has them. I've actually been told that Temu has them. All right, I want this piece to move, and it's not moving because I'm not concentrating the heat on there enough. Hi, Karen Atterbury. How are you? I didn't, not yet. No, Sue. Thank you. I will right now. Hold on. All right. So now that piece moved, and it is just this little corner that's hanging off, and I'm not going to even cut it because, like I said, because it is wood, what I'm going to do is take my gator and I'm just going to sand it back. So you can, like I said, sand, drill. When I did that angel and I had to put the dowels in that mirror, I just drilled right through the Would You Bin, and it was perfect. All right, now there's a little corner that's hanging off right here that I can't get to, so I'm going to get one of my files. and then just get that little corner. Of course, it would be the corner that meets in the back, right? Okay, and then everything else is good to go. So look at how cute that looks. Okay, so now let's get the outside trim. So because this will snap on me if I leave it like this, I just needed to measure it. So really quickly, I'm going to heat it up and kind of put it back in a coil. Jackie Bates, no, I didn't. I'm glad you're live, and I think I can be added to the wheel. Karen, okay, so if you purchased or if you used my affiliate, so the wheel for today is the special wheel, right? So if you used any of my affiliates from the 31st until today, I'm just double checking with everybody to make sure that I have their names on the wheel. So, because I was afraid that comments were getting filtered. So, as long as you use my affiliate, please let me know so I can make sure I've got your name on the wheel. This one is the only reason. It's just a special one. The Friday ones, you don't have to do that. So, all right. So let's coil that back up just a little bit so I can work with it while I'm going around, because I'm not going to miter this one. I'm actually going to just take it all the way around. And if I leave it like that, it's bound to snap somewhere. All right, so now I'm actually going to put the glue on here. And I want to make sure I get glue on that corner. Okay. All right, so now let's work here first. Oh, do we want it that way or this way? I guess it's fine this way. All right, so let's start getting this down. And actually, I'm going to pull that over a little bit. Huh. I'm at the front, aren't I? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I don't want where the seams are going to end. I don't want that in the front. So I'm just going to put it in the back. So that way you can't see that. It just gives it a little bit cleaner of a look. All right. Let's try that again. This is the back. All right. Sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, do it on the back. Okay, Nancy. Don't let me forget after my hands aren't full of glue. I'll put your name on there. So I'm going to start it in the middle. Just because I don't want it to be rounded at a corner. I want the corners to be round. So I'm going to start it here in the middle. And then when it comes in the back, let's get it actually to the middle of the back. Hold on, let me see. I mean, it doesn't have to be exact, but you know, I'm a little weird like that. Yes, absolutely, Mary Casey. It does, doesn't it, Treese? So you could actually, you know, as long as you don't even need to necessarily use wood you been, right? You could totally, it snapped anyways. You could totally use, if you have, you know, molds, and you could do this with clay. I like using the Woodgie bin, especially on the lives, because I don't have to wait for the clay to dry. But you guys know I do, you know, I do both. So I love the Joby clay. But for purposes of a live, it just makes it so much easier because we can literally just put the beautiful mold on and then keep it going, you know? But you could totally transform your stuff if you don't have the Woodgie bin. Absolutely just use the molds. Where did that snap at? Right there. So one really cool thing about the Woodgie bin, and you guys have seen, it almost does like this little self-healing thing when it snaps and you put it together. So I am going to butt it up right where it snapped. And I'm going to leave that glue like that. And we won't even be able to tell. I cannot recall if I specifically used your affiliate or not. Oh, Callie. I don't understand, Trina. I put your name on the wheel. What do you mean after the announcement? Your name is on the wheel, Trina. Okay, Joy. Martin, this is Tight Bond Quick and Thick wood glue. So I'm just using the wood glue. You have to use wood glue when you're using Woodgie bin. Any good wood glue will work. The Gorilla Glue is good too. Roly Poly's in the house. Uh-oh. Martin has dad joke time. He's warning us. Dad joke time. I'm just gonna use my finger, y'all, because my fingers already have glue on it. Roly Poly's in the house. All right. Hey, Brenda. Brenda, thanks so much for sending me those pictures. I think it's so cool. And it's so beautiful how you have everything. Oh, gotcha, Trina. Okay, I'm just doing one, though. I'm not doing multiples. Because yeah, and it's not like the weekly will. I'm not putting multiple names on. If you've used it, you got your name on there. So, all right. So we got this last little bit to put down, and then I'm going to go all the way around again and just heat set it all. And I'm actually going to get a little bit. Come out. There you go. Okay. And then I'm going to get that corner. All right. Now, before I actually cut that off, I'm going to come around and heat set it because I might actually have more to cut. Because like I said, the Woodgie bin does stretch a little bit. So as you can see, there's even like a little bit of play here. So once I get that down, it's probably going to move everything. So what? I would do a lot more. I won the lottery. I will. It just looks so beautiful. And it's just so cool that, some of my stuff is there amongst all the other beautiful stuff. So I think that's really awesome. Oh, Miss Shauna, did you? Awesome. Did you use the discount code? Okay, so you really want to make sure, especially like when you're doing this, that you've got it so that there's no gaps at the top there, right? So you really want to pinch and squeeze and push and all the things because you don't want that little bit of gap. See that? I just, my personal preference, I don't like the way that looks. So just heat it up and then press. Please don't fall because it's going to be hot. So now you can see that's gone. And then now we just have this little bit here, and then we will make that cut. And then I'll show you guys what it looks like. I mean, just from a plain wooden box already with nothing on it, no color, no transfers. I mean, it just already has a different look. Okay, push that. And then let's come up and let me turn it this way so I can not cut it short. Okay. And then I am going to heat it, and then I'm going to kind of push them together to get them to meet right there. Did I miss his dad joke? I did. Hold on. Let me go see. All right. So as you can see, it let me push those two together. All right. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another silicone brush, and I'm just going to dip it in some water because I want to get off some of this excess glue that's happened right there. And we'll just run it along. Okay. And then got a little bit here. All right. Look at that. Already it's just, and of course, this is going to be the perfect box for us to put some feet down on here, y'all. We're going to definitely put some feeties on this one. I couldn't put feeties on the tissue box because the opening was at the bottom. TERI 10%. Yeah, I don't know if it matters, Joe. But when I was given the code, it was all lowercase. So if it tells you something's wrong, put Terry in lowercase. Hi, Robin. How are you? I know, right? Okay, so I need to get a couple people on the wheel. Hold on one second. Let me go up. Okay, I got Joy. Mary Casey. And Nancy. Okay, got it. All right. So if we do this, and I actually have a bunch of Prima stamps that are in script as well that we could even do. We could do some stamping as well that we haven't done before. And we're going to put the bling here, which is going to be fancy. So what color should we paint? Should we do the baby pink? Or should we do a gray? like a lighter gray. Or should we do a rose gold? Oh, Lordy B. Help! 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 We could do rose gold, y'all. Gray, finally left town, heading to Vegas, stopped to visit my son for the day. Do I go on the wheel for tilling? No, Miss Linda, I'm on 6 days. Well, you see me 7 days a week because I'm on Creative Hour on Saturday. But for me going live, it's 6 days. Rose gold, light gray with a touch of rose gold. Hi, Gail. I didn't even see you pop in. Yeah, we could definitely do gray and then gold. So we could do the base of it gray and then do the trims and everything like the rose gold. How about that? How about that? What you think about that? All right. Let me get out my... now I need that finger. Please. All right. So we have a gray. We have an off-white that almost looks gray. That looks gray. And then we have graphite gray. So let's do that. Gray is light. And then we also have an actual dove gray. All right, so let's get one of my plates. Did I not bring my plates over here? Probably not. All right, that's all right. We don't need the bottle holder and the glue anymore. Hi, Miss Wanda. How are you? If you're talking about buying on your link tree under your name for Would You Been as affiliate, I did that. Yeah, Carrie, you actually messaged me, so I got your name down. You actually messaged me. Yep, you're. So thank you very much. So I know for sure those of you who messaged me, I know for sure your name is on the wheel. It was anybody who just left it in the comments that I was afraid about that they got filtered. All right, so let's get out some of my gray. I love greens and blues. Need ideas for greens and blues. Oh, greens and blues. I loved tend to use a lot of that blue color that, what is it? The indigo? This indigo blue. I love that blue. I don't know that I use a whole lot of green unless it's like an accent color or something like that. I do use a lot of country green and country blue, but like the deep blues and greens, I don't usually use too many of those. All right. So we have some of the dove gray and the regular gray, and we're just going to mix the two. You want me to triple check that you're on the wheel? Hi, Bernice. Bernice, anybody who's used my affiliate from the 31st until today, any of my affiliates are getting put on a special wheel. And it's a goodie bag full of all of my different, something from every affiliate. So just my little give back and thank you for those of you who are using my affiliates. So there's going to be like, Would You Been, Totally Dazzled, Pentart, all the good stuff. All right, so I am using the Decor Paint Chalky So because it is a chalk paint and it is on wood, it's going to want to pull and tug. So I am just going to mist it a little bit. So that way I'm not using so much product and I'm not fighting with the paint to move. Now, because this is wood, it is also going to lift up those wood fibers. So we're going to have to come back in here and knock those down. Okay. So, and I'm using my favorite Princeton brush. All right. So anytime you're using chalk paint, especially on raw wood like this, if you're ever having, or you feel like you're using too much product, just give it a little spritz. Okay. So what we will do is maybe the velvet powder inside will do a combination of like a gray pink velvet powder inside. Put me on the wheel, please. You got it. Thank you so much. Hi, Carol. Do you have a code for a % off of any of your affiliate sites? I have it on Would You Bin. I have it on Essential Stencil, and I actually on a store in the UK. But it says right in my description, if there is a discount code, it's right there by my link in the description. So even though we're doing the trim, the rose gold, I still do want to, you know, give it that base of the gray. Hi, Totoy. Totoy, turn the light off, bud, so your battery doesn't run down. Turn your light off. The light's on your phone, baby. I will get, you know, how I am. I will always do the under and the sides and all of that off camera. You guys watch enough paint dry. We don't need to watch all the busy work dry too. Your son just left. Bernice, unless you're on Terry's Crafty Creations, I don't have the chat bot turned on the Terry Lightsey page. It's turned on Crafty Creations, but it's not turned on this one, on my main page, which is, I know it's strange to some, but you know, I've been doing lives for a long time, and when we were doing lives, we never did, you know, business names or anything like that. We just crafted under our names. So I do have the Crafty Creations page, but you know, that's like starting from zero, and it's very hard to build, you know, a page as it is, much less starting over and getting everybody to move off of this page to move over there is, it's hard. Thank you. Hola, Ari. Tell Mama we said hi. Treese, how's your mom? How are you with the reading of the story? Are you guys still on the same book? I see you, Troy. What are you on? What are you ordering? You're cut off from ordering, sir. No more orders for you, Mr. Troy Boy. I still don't know what I'm doing with all of those canvases yet. I tried to pawn one off on Nicole, and she was like, yeah, no thanks. I'm like, but it's from Troy. That didn't even work. She was like, yeah, no thanks. That's all right. Yeah, it is. And you're not the boss of Troy. You ain't lying. And I mean, although I don't, I'm not the biggest of pages or whatnot, I just don't, it's hard to get everybody to go over to, the other page. And I don't want to, you can't. I don't know. It's hard to start over. So just, I put out a couple messages before, like, can everybody go over to this one and, start following this one? But it's just, it's too hard. So I just, I'm fine over here. I just know that it's a little difficult sometimes because on the personal profiles, we don't have the same access to do things like the chat bot and stuff like that on the personal pages. But what can you do? Sue's faster than the chat bot, though. So if you need something, Sue usually has it there. And then I always put the links to everything I'm using in the description. So. All right, so let's try this and then take a look at it and see if what we think. Did you put them up in Troy's room? Let him live with them? No. Hi, Diane. Thank you. I'll put your name on there. Actually, I'll do a one finger. Thanks, Marianne. It is called a personal page. I have my personal page where I have, pictures of like family and, and stuff like that. And that is separate from the Terry Lighty page. So although the Terry Lighty page is personal page in Facebook standards, it's actually my business page. It's just backwards from all of the other people that do it. But hey, I like being different and difficult, Not really, but All right, so we are going to take so this is a 600. Especially up here, I can feel that those fibers have lifted. So I'm going to come in, and the reason why we take a 600 is we're just knocking back those fibers. You're not like trying to sand off a layer of wood, right? You're just knocking those fibers down. Sometimes the paint will come up. If you're using a low grit, like a 60 or 80, the paint's always going to come up because you are taking off a layer. But if you're just using like a 600, a 320, a 400, you're going to be fine. You may have to paint, in a couple of places, but for the most part, you can see the gray is still there. So, and you just want to, make sure that it feels smooth to touch. You don't want it, especially if this is a jewelry box, right? And everything else is going to feel nice and smooth and with the velvet powder and everything else. And then you're going to have the fibers from the wood poking you. That's not going to be nice. All right. All right. What's the paint color, please? Looks like a lilac lavender. It is a mixture of Dove Gray and Gray. It's the Decor Paint Chalkies. So you can get it on my TH Decor. Halfway through Amish book, I just got home when you came on. She's doing really well. Oh, that's awesome. Aw, thanks, Lynn. I appreciate that. It's gray. Even sitting here in person, it does have like a lavender tinge, but it's gray. It's gray. I have to make sure myself. We'll put the flowers up here and see what we think. This is just my vacuum. I'm getting off all of that sawdust. All right. So let's look. I think that's really pretty. What do you guys think? Do we like that? So there is a little bit here that we're going to need to paint right there. And then, because remember, we're going to do the rose gold, and then actually I'm thinking, like I said, to maybe stamp or stencil. We got to decide some script. Yes, like it? Okay. All right. Hold on, y'all. So this is my Ranger Texture Paste Opaque Matte. This is what I use to fill in any cracks or any gaps. And I can see right here where it's joined. That I could see where it was. So we're going to hide that and no one will know. All right. Let's dry that just a bit and then we'll put some paint on there. Yeah, it does. Hi, Jeannie. I didn't say hi to you. Hi, Tina. So if you're new here, I'm really serious when I say that Sue is probably faster than the chat bot. But Sue helps me and she puts in all of the links of the products that I'm using as I'm using them. And then always, when I'm done, I always link every product as well. All right, so now I want to get out my rose gold. But I'm actually thinking about kind of going over this with my, oh, so many things. Don't fall. Where is it? It's hiding from me. Hold on. I see the gold one. I want the white. Oh, no. All right. Well, what I was looking for is my, the Pentart, the shimmer glaze, the white one, because I want to put that over it, and I don't know where it went, and what I'm afraid of is it probably fell in the trash, and I probably threw it away. Because that happens to me often. What did you just use? The paint? I just used Pentart Decor Chalky in gray and Dove gray. I just mixed them. I just did a little mixture. So, hold on a minute. All right, I found it. I was actually thinking I really did throw it away, y'all. Because I have a 3-tier stand, and right below it is my garbage can, and sometimes I will knock something off, and it will fall right into the garbage, and I won't know until I'm looking for it, and then realize that it's gone in the trash. Okay, so I want to see if we take a little bit of this shimmer glaze, because remember, this isn't going to change the color, right? It's going to give it that really pretty shimmer, and because it's going to be with these really pretty transfers, I'm thinking so I'm just using a baby wipe. Can you see what it did? Or no? Hold on. So let me show you. Oh, there, you can kind of see it from there. See from this side to that side? Can you see that? I don't have a shop. TH Decor is Teresa Renee's shop. Teresa Renee owns TH Decor, Decoupage Queen, and the Royal Court. I have my TH Decor link. I don't own a shop. Well, I have an Etsy store, but I don't think that's what you're talking about. I'm the social media manager for Decoupage Queen. I'm not sure, Callie, what you mean. Look at that. See? I wipe it back, Jackie Bates, because I don't want the full opacity of the shimmer glaze. I just want a little bit of the sparkle and the pearl white on there. You could do it you could leave it just like that, or you can wipe it back. What I want is the effect of the pearl glaze, but I want my gray color to still show. Does that make sense? So, but you can absolutely put this through a stencil and do like a 3D effect with the shimmer glaze. And you can use it at its natural strength. It's beautiful. But you can also use it this way as well. So if I do stamp or stencil, we're going to have this beautiful, glaze on there. I don't know what was on the bottom of this that did that, but let's fix that before I do the glaze on there. Shimmer. Shimmer glaze. That's weird. I don't know. There was something on the bottom of the shimmer glaze that did that, but I'm not going to worry about it because the stencil will go over it, and then we're going to put this over this too. So now this, it seems like this wood up here is different from the wood down here because I can feel it's pulling. It wants to pull and tug on the shimmer glaze. So as I'm putting it down, I'm just going to mist it and then move it. Okay. And then I'm going to take And with a very light hand, now I'm just going to wipe some of that back. That's super pretty. It gives the gray just kind of, I don't know. So pretty. All right, now let's get out the rose gold. You guys know my favorite. These are the best metallic paints. I swear by them. You don't even need to put a black base. You guys know that I always use a black base under black. On top of black, metallic, it always gives you that really pretty color, right? But the delicate metallics don't need that black base. You can put that on straight on, and it will, I mean, it's, I don't know, but I have every color. I love them all. Gonna make sure you see that this is a little wet up here. All right. So let's come over here and, I mean, come on. You see that? It's gorgeous. So actually, I painted the top of that. Do I want to paint the top of that? Probably not. Hold on, we need to look at this. I think I just want to do the mold, right? So I'll probably have to paint that back over because I don't, let's look at this. Because this is going to be rose gold, so then we'll leave this little bit, the gray, and then just paint the trim. What do you guys think about that? I'll come in with a tighter brush and clean up some of this. You know what I mean? Because if I paint it all up there, right, then it's going, I mean, it won't look bad, but it'll be this whole top area too right here, all pink. So I don't think it'll look bad, but I'm just wondering if maybe we should leave that little bit and just literally paint the molds. So I'm just going to kind of just go through this and paint, and then I'll come in with a tighter brush. So we can kind of just, we'll paint just the mold right now, and then we'll see what it looks like and see if we want to paint the whole thing. I'm going to have to come in with a tighter flat brush to get close under there to not paint the body. So don't think I'm going to leave it like that. If you're new, I promise. Oh, Lord, she does not know how to paint. Hi, Norma. Yes, leave the top, that little strip. Because we still need to, you guys know we still are going to need to come in with some other colors. We just don't leave it one color on this page. We've got to come in with our contrast and our highlights. Every time it opens that, I always think I'm breaking it. Just did it again. think, what time is the Super Bowl on? Isn't it like in an hour, right? I think it's 3:30 my time. I think that's what I seen. All right. So then let's paint this top before I get change brushes to a detail brush. And then we could see. Come on down. Wow, it's dark. See, so do we like that middle piece right there? Do we like that gray? Or do you want me to paint it to see what it looks like all pink up here? Because if we don't like it, we can always change it. But I don't know. Pre-game in 30. Hi, Betty. You would rather be watching. Thanks, Chrissy. Well, I would rather be spending time with you guys, too. I always look forward to coming on. Like, I really, when Trevor was off, when he started his winter break, and I was coming on every day, because if you guys remember, I was only coming on 3, sometimes 4 times a week. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday, and sometimes Sunday. And so when he got his winter break, and I said, well, let me just see if I can do it every day. Because, with Troy and the schedules and everything. And then when we started doing it every day, I really enjoy it. It's like, getting ready to talk to my friends, and I think it looks good like that. Do you ever paint the trim before putting it on? You can, Sheila. You can. There are times when, especially like if it's a centerpiece or something like that, like the pieces that we did on the tissue box. I painted those off, off project and then put it on. So you can. If it's easier for you, by all means, you can. But I usually just paint it when it's on here. I know it's probably boring for you guys to watch, so I apologize for that. Watching paint dry is probably not the funnest thing. But sometimes I actually need it to be on to even figure out like what I want to do, what colors I want to paint it or which direction I'm going to go with it. So I am, though, going to make the inside of this all pink. So which way? Whatever way it opens, I am going to do that all pink. I'm just going to leave this one out here. All right, let's take a smaller, tighter brush. You're never boring. Troy Shears cried today. I love seeing your different rings. They're gorgeous. Oh, thanks, Norma. Well, yeah, Nick is going back to graveyard, so Nick's home. So whereas to when I'm on, Nick is usually leaving or getting ready to leave, and then Troy runs amok as soon as he goes, right? But when Nick's here, he very much likes to, see what he's doing and then do what he's doing. So as soon as I let the music go, my intro, Nick got up and went to the room. So he's probably on his computer. So Troy's probably got his computer set up or his tablet set up, and he's probably back there with him. All right. Nope, don't fall. And then I am going to just going to set this up like that, and then I'm going to stable my hand, and I'm just going to come with the flat brush and come straight all the way. So I tell you guys, you know, when you're trying to do some detailed work, you want to use a flat brush, but you want to use a brush where the bristles aren't going to splay. Oh my gosh, you're on. Huh? Do you craft while you're sleeping? Just a question. Question from a curious person. Do I craft while I'm sleeping? I love to watch you make mistakes. Fix it, you're a great teacher. Do I craft while I'm sleeping? We don't have to be here if we don't want to be. It's your show. That's we come to watch. Anyone who is bored has the choice to leave, so just do your thing and you'll have. Aw, that's very true, Callie. It is. It is. That's very true. And when I'm watching somebody, I feel the same way, especially when like somebody's giving them a hard time because they're, you know, doing something or they're talking, or I always feel the same way. Like if you don't want to watch, you don't have to, instead of being, you know, mean. But I think it's different when you're actually crafting, because you don't, you know, you are aware of, you know, people watching, and you want to, you know, I don't know, entertaining is not, because I'm not trying to be entertaining, but I'm trying to show you, I guess, something entertaining by way of crafting, right? But I think what it is like when you're on other crafters' pages and when people are being mean like that, that stays in your head. Like, you know, couldn't you have done that before? Or, you know, then I think about stuff like that, like, good Lord. Because you're crafting all the time. Oh, well, no, I don't craft in my sleep. Not that I know of. I don't think so. But yeah, I am on 6 days a week. So, well, I'm on my channel 6 days a week. But like I said, it's not even so much, I love to craft. I mean, I do other crafts, you know, not always on a live. I am also doing other things, crafting other things that you guys don't see on the lives. But I look forward to coming and talking to you guys and catching up and seeing how everybody's doing and what their day was like. You know, visiting with my friends. All right, we just got one more side. And then we'll get the gray and just touch up any spots we need to, or I could always do that later, but Okay. All right. So, trying to figure out any other time it wants to. There it is. Okay. This way. Okay. So, again, I will go in and paint all of this in here pink. I'll paint that the rose gold all the way around that as well. Because the way it curves in, I think it would look better that way. And then let's just get a little bit. Terry, you are so creative, giving, and caring. I love watching you. Thank you. I always like this. Safe space. Kindness is how we roll. That is. Yes, it is. Bernice. Sorry, Bernice. Am I missing what you're saying? Thanks, you guys. You will never appease everyone, so you do you and teach the way you teach, and we should all be grateful. Thank you. Yeah, Bernice, thank y'all for helping her, but yeah, it's Teri lower. I don't know if it matters if it's caps, but it was given to me all lowercase, so I would just do it all lowercase. Teri 10 with the percentage sign. Okay, so I am going to just take a little bit of the gray just to do a little bit of touch up because now I want to grab, why are these all mixed up? I want to grab out my Prima stamps, which did any of you guys get, well, did you buy the mystery boxes from TH Decor? I know a couple of you messaged me and said that you got it. I would love to know. Well, I want to know what everybody got because I think that's, always fun. But I love the Prima stamps. And like I was saying that one day, they're pretty expensive. So it's really an awesome deal to have it in those mystery boxes. But I'd love to know which ones you guys got. Because, like I said, I have a few of them. And those were the big 12 by 12s too. So if you guys are not a part of my group, the Crafting Chaotix, please join in there, and you are more than welcome to share and unbox. Well, you're able to share whatever you're working on, whatever your craft is, no matter, if it's sewing or mixed media, whatever it is, you can share in there. But I'd love to see what you guys got because I'm really curious about those stamps. Okay, so this is what that looks like. Okay, and don't forget, we're going to put that little diamond knob up here. So let's go ahead and put the transfer down so that way we can start working off of that transfer. And then if I want to add any waxes or anything, I don't have to worry about waxes being up underneath the transfer because the transfer is not going to stick on anything like that. I like that Paris, so we might even put that. Ooh, maybe we'll put some of the transfer down here. Okay, so do we like this one? I'm talking this flower. So it would be kind of off to the corner like that, or do we think we should put in the big one? So number 1 or number 2? Any craft, Martin? Any craft, including knitting. Martin, I told you that before. You are absolutely able to do any craft in there. You can post anything. And also, I did put a post in for our next meet and mingle, and that's going to be on the 18th. So that's our next meet and mingle is on the 18th. Completely free. I do this once a month. I open a Zoom room for us to go in and chat and have some fun, craft together if you want to. I've seen somebody that I didn't say hi to. Where did it go? Hi, Mickey. I didn't even say hi to you. We like the big one? Okay, I do too. All right, so I don't know. Let me make sure. Okay, so this one doesn't say that it needs a top coat before you put the transfer on. You do want to check because some transfers you need to put on a base, like a top coat varnish, before you put the transfer on, and some absolutely don't like it. So make sure you take a look at that before you put your transfer on. I'm going to get my burnishing pad. I'm going to get my burnishing tool, and let's just cut that in half right there. I know I'm not going to be able to get that. That's all right. We'll maybe use that on something else. But one thing that I was saying, and you really want to make sure of, is like you're not doing any waxes or anything like that before you get your transfer down, because it absolutely is not going to stick. You also want to make sure that your paint is very, very dry, because if you have, fresh paint, it's not going down, and if anything, your paint's going to come up. All right, so this is going to be a pretty snug fit in there. So I am going to go ahead and let's take off all of this extra here. What? What's happening with Martin? All right, so I'm going to take off all the extra just so I can kind of... What is that? That looks almost like a Troy, no, no, no. That looks kind of like Troy's O's. Okay, so we got all of that extra off. So now let's see what we are going to... So we want the flower in the middle. All right. So I think that'll be where we're going to go. So let's do this. So I'm just going to kind of score it just so I can go ahead and get that off as well, and then not worry about the transfer like coming up on the edge, because it will stick. And sometimes I don't mind it, but other times, it's not going to give it a clean look. So just going to cut it off. And because this has script on it, we could actually save it and maybe put it on the body of it. All right, so let's get in. Well, if Terry knew how to cut straight on a paper cutter, that would be lovely. All right, so hi, Barb. How are you? All right. So because we cut this, we should be able to just fit it right in there. Oh my gosh, y'all. Look at that. Ah, that's going to be beautiful. All right. So I'm going to get my transfer tool, and I'm just going to start. I'm going to make one pass over it first before I even start trying to lift anything. Some of these transfers come with the tool, come with this tool. Be careful with this because that dark does rub off on your paint. The ones that come with the plastic one or this one, I don't mind using those. This is the redesign with Prima transfer tool. You can find it at my Mica Daughters. You can find the burnishing pad there as well, which the burnishing pad will get rid of all those halos. All right, so now let's take a corner and see what we got. So if you've never used a transfer before, you just rub and lift, and if you see that there's still some of the transfer on the page that you're lifting on that top, you just put it right back down and keep on rubbing. Thank you. Okay. You will get an arm workout for sure whenever you do a transfer. Get a little bicep workout. All right, we're going to have to... What's this? Oh my gosh, look at that, y'all. Hi, Teresa. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness. Hi, Dina. How are you? I need to add that to my dresser. Oh, and it's got the pink on it, Miss Shauna. All right, so your burnishing pad, what happens is when you do a transfer, you end up with what is called halos. And it is just a little halo around the transfer. So if you have a burnishing pad, the burnishing pad will take away those halos. Because this is kind of a lighter gray, I can see them because I'm right here. But a burnishing pad is especially handy when you're doing it like on a black surface or a darker, dark blue, dark green, whatever. And both of these, like I said, are available on my Mica Daughters. But if you don't have a burnishing pad, you still want to burnish. The burnishing is just the act of actually just pushing down and making sure that you've gotten that transfer down. If you have any air bubbles in your transfer, that's not good because the air bubble will dry out underneath. It'll dry your transfer, and then your transfer will, eventually start flaking off. And then what you want to do is always remember to seal your transfer. So we are just going to take a polyacrylic. This is the Minwax polyacrylic clear satin, and I am going to just put on a top coat of this before I do anything else. So always remember to seal your transfers, because you don't want it peeling off or, getting scratched or something like that. It would be super pretty, y'all. Oh my goodness. Because it has that lip in there, we could actually epoxy in there. All right, so that is sealed, and now we can work on the rest of the box. That is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. So pretty. I'm not sure. Maybe, okay, Bernice, Terry, I placed the wood with you. Please put me up. Okay, Bernice. Thank you so much. Yeah, so the transfer is in my Amazon store, and this one was the French Market Peonies. Okay, and again, it's Timeless Designs. All right, so what time are we? We're almost been here for 2 hours. I am so sorry. Good Lord have mercy. Okay, so maybe I should let you guys go, and then I will paint the rest of the inside, because I still have to paint all of this. I've got to paint inside so we can, because we're still doing velvet powder in there. So we still have to do the velvet powder, and then we still need to, I think I want to do some, let's see. I'll let you go and do the wheel. Oh my goodness, Onyx. Let the dog do its job. Let the doggy do its job. Let the doggy do its job. There's a dog on TV, y'all, so Onyx is, you know, she's very alert, very aware of the TV. I'm trying to move this stuff out of your guys' vision. All right, so let's look at, because I want to do some stamping on the, I believe just some faint stamping on the edges there. So these are the, well, these are IOD stamps, but I want to, these are the Prima stamps. See, I think what we'll do is maybe take some of that script and stamp that on the outsides. I don't want it to be like prominent stamps, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to read all of it. I just want little bits kind of on throughout, and then maybe what we'll do is take a couple of the smaller transfer of the flowers and put those out there around the sides as well. I'm looking to see if I had any other. These are just my 12 by 12 stamps. I have other big stamps, but so I think we'll do that. Yeah, script, right? One of my dogs actually will sit and watch TV. Yep, that's what Onyx will do. She will just sit. You guys, I just about had a nervous breakdown. Oh, I thought I put that on upside down, y'all. I didn't even check. It is so... I'm so glad that's the... I didn't even check to make sure this is where it opened. My heart just literally dropped. Thanks, Carrie. Lynette, unless you're on Terry's Crafty Creations, which... Well, one person is over there. Unless you're on Terry's Crafty Creations, I don't have the chat bot on there. The chat bot is only on the Crafty Creations. But if you would like the link, my link tree, Sue can drop in my link to my link tree for you. The rose gold with the floral, just stunning. I know. All right, y'all. So this is what really you've been waiting for, right? So again, we'll come back tomorrow, and then we will finish up. But this is what she looks like right now, and then I will go in and paint the inside, and I'll actually paint inside of here, and then tomorrow we'll velvet powder, and we'll also do a little bit of stamping on the outside, and then see about putting a couple of the peony flowers on the outside as well. And I would have still bid on it, huh? If it was upside down, no, I wouldn't have even put it in my auction. I would not have even put it in my auction. You would have never seen it again. You would have never seen it again. So anyhow, thank you guys again for everybody who has been using my affiliates. I really appreciate it. Again, it helps me just continue to keep crafting. So I really, really appreciate it. Hi, Paula from Tucson. So good luck to you. And here we go. Brenda! Congratulations, Brenda. So, this one is actually going to be a little different because, Brenda, I have your address, but I also am going to need your email address because I need to send you the gift certificate from Totally Dazzled. So, congratulations. And again, I wish I could give something to all of you. But I really, really, really do appreciate all of you. And I thank you so very much for just supporting me, whether you're here chatting with me or you're using my affiliates or whatever. I really appreciate all of you. So thank you so very much. I hope, you enjoy the Super Bowl if you're going to watch the Super Bowl. And I'll see you here back tomorrow, same time, same place. Talk to you guys all later.